So today we're going to talk about spectrum of sex buyers based on the interviews with multiple trafficking survivors from Korean trafficking businesses. So I didn't know this until the survivors came out and talked about sex buyers. Here's the thing about sex buyers and demand reduction program that it really got me think about, and what there's no one dimensional approach to reduce the demand. I think that there's spectrum of sex buyers doing all manner of things. They're not just buying sex because they're lonely. There's some people who visit brothel to buy sex, but a lot of time, especially in the U.S. and the illicit massage parlor industry, lots of sex buyers are recruited one way or the other to smuggle women into the U.S. or committing money laundering or committing visa fraud, fraudulent marriage, or be part of the investor group that's investing into the massage parlor, or all manner of things. And the worst thing about these women I described, this is from South Korea. It's not necessarily the U.S.-based brothels, but the worst trafficking experience through encountering sex buyers is that the sex buyers in the industry are not just here to buy sex. Sometimes they visit to buy sex, but other times they're not interested in buying sex. They're more interested in physically abusing women all night and then pay the money. Let's say they had a frustrated day, and it happens a lot more so than we think about. We are aware, we talk about a lot of times that these women are just hired not for sex but for physical abuse and all night, and then just sex buyer pay money to do that. Other times there are sex buyers who are treating women like chicken, or they want the woman to act like a dog or whatever animals in their mind, and the women are told to do whatever they imagination the sex buyers has, but then they wouldn't necessarily want to have sex, but then they're wanting to maybe masturbate while the women are supposed to act like a chicken or dog, whatever. And then at the end, like they don't want to have sex because it's too dirty. That's another humiliation, right? So all that to say, this kind of got me think about like our demand reduction effort is one dimensional approach, like meaning putting sex buyer in jail for 6 months, or putting them through the John school, whatever. I don't think that's a universally effective when we're looking at the spectrum of sex buyers. I think some of the sex buyers needs little more than John school. So I will say that I think we need to rethink about the demand reduction approach in multi-front because of the spectrum, the criminal activity that are displayed by the sex buyers.